Welcome to a new interview for our YouTube channel, for all of our INFOENERGETIC and INFOENERGETICS subscribers. Today we are glad to be part of Energyear Italy 2025, and it's a pleasure for me to talk with Annalisa Liotine.
Pleasure to be here.
From METLEN. Annalisa, how are you?
Very good today. It's a pleasure to see you and to meet everybody here at the event.
Me too. Well, regarding the Italian market, as we were talking before the interview, what is your vision about the coming years for the PV technology and also, of course, for the battery energy storage system industry?
I think the Italian market is still very attractive for any investor, either, let's say, the more resilient ones that have stayed throughout the years despite the multiple and the numerous difficulties that we have seen from a bureaucratic perspective. And also for the newcomers that are starting. We have seen a lot of new players coming into the market because the Italian market is still very attractive. This is because of the numerous incentive schemes that are into play. And by looking, because with METLEN, we cover, especially myself, I cover Italy and Eastern Europe. And this gives the opportunity of looking not only at the Italian market, but also looking at what the other geographies are doing. And I think that in Italy, looking at what happened with FEDEX, which was the auction that just closed now in September, there is no other incentive scheme like the one that the Italian market and the regulatory authorities are putting into place. So this helps the market still, to be very, very attractive for new capital, new players, new investors. And this is because of a number of reasons, mainly related with reliability and let's say the security that the country provides. I think the country will still be very attractive for investors. We have seen how, from a geographical point of view, as it's Italy, it's a geographical market for PV. We have seen how development is shifted from southern Italy, and this has also affected the way that the TSO, for instance, has launched MAXE as an incentive mechanism. We are seeing how the PV market is evolving in the sense that already in the past years has moved from southern Italy to northern Italy. We see still the market is not saturated. There is no RES penetration such as the more mature countries in West Europe. So we see still a lot of potential. And I think also with the new grid reform that will come into effect next year, it will help especially for the players which were active in the past that had very solid connections, were secured through Benestare Tecnico.
Right.
And this will have the possibility of the pipeline to gain even more value. So I see still a window in Italy like no other market for PV in the next years.
Great. Very interesting. Tell us a little bit more about METLEN.
METLEN is a multinational company. It's a Greek-based company, but since August, we were officially listed in London, and we just entered the FTSE 100. We are operating in more than 40 countries, and let's say it's a vertically integrated company. We span from renewable to metals, and we do energy trading. And let's say the backbone and the variety of the group allows us to operate, let's say, the whole value chain. So not only locally. I think the great plus is the fact that we're operating in so many countries, and a lot of us are employed in so many countries. That helps us to have a wider span of how the market moves and how to replicate best practices.
Great. All of the industry actors think that Italian is going to be the next PV market in Europe. But what about the main challenges for the coming years, especially about the technical challenges and also regarding the regulatory framework?
This is a very good question. And this is why Italy is still so attractive. That's why capture prices are amongst the highest in Europe still. It's because it's not easy. And the fact that, as I was saying, the grid reform that we will have next year, what happened in Sardinia this past year with the moratoria also, in a way, affected the overall development. So many of the pipelines and many of the players were affected by the regulatory uncertainty that we had to witness. But I think, especially in the next years, a lot of, I think, the players that were resilient and that had stability in the past years will have the possibility to to have their pipeline accruing more value than what it has now. And perhaps it will probably be a barrier of entry for those which are not that stable and that strong.
Great. Very interesting, Annalisa. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Andres.
A pleasure to know more about METLEN and especially your vision about the market, taking care that METLEN is a big company. So I hope you find interesting this interview. And if you want to know more about METLEN, you can find company's link here below and see you in the next interview.